Right then, welcome to this quick video help sheet in which I'm going to show you how to record a macro which will allow you to move from one part of your spreadsheet to another part of your spreadsheet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add those macros to buttons so that when we press the button, the commands will be carried out automatically. Now, just to show you, I've made one up already for the reactions button. If I move my mouse over to the button, you can see it turns into a hand. And when I click on it, like this, it takes me automatically to the reactions spreadsheet. So let's go back to the welcome page, which I hope you have made with your buttons. And we're going to record a macro for the stretch button, which will take us to the stretch sheet. And notice later on, I'm going to show you how to make a macro that will take you back the way. So back we go to our welcome page, and here's what we do. We first of all click on the View tab on the menu bar and then select Macros and Record Macros. Up comes the Record Macro information box, and what we need to do is give our macro a name. Now Microsoft's a little bit fussy with this. It doesn't, for example, like spaces or hyphens, so I'm just going to write the word to and then underscore and the word stretch like this. And then underneath in the description, I'm just going to briefly say what it is. So macro to go to the stretch spread sheet fitness test. There we go. I'm almost ready to go, so I'm going to click OK. And when I click OK, I am now actually recording. And if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see this is now turned to a blue square. So everything I now click on will be recorded that I can then add to a button. So what do I want to do? Well, all I want to do is simply to go to the stretch spreadsheet like that, and then I'm going to click on cell A1 so it puts it right into the top left hand corner. That's all I want to record. So what I now need to do is stop the macro, and to do this I can either press the blue button down here, or if I go to macros I can click on the stop recording command there. I'm going to do this, press stop recording, and I'm now done. My macros have finished recording. So what I now need to do is I need to add them to the button. So over here is my button, and what I do is I right click on the button, and if I scroll down to this menu, I can find Assign Macro, left click on it, and it will bring up all the macros that I have already recorded. And you can see there's the one I did for reactions, and here's the one I've just recorded for stretch. Select it and click OK. Click off, and now if I move my mouse over to it, you can see that it works. Click on it. There we go. It's taken me to the stretch part of the page. So that's that done. How do I now create a macro to take me back the way to my welcome page? Well, okay, I've already made a macro button up, which is similar to the other ones. And so now I need to record some instructions to go from here to the welcome page. So back to my page, click on macros, select record macro, give it a name, and this time I'm just going to say to underscore welcome, and then write a description. Back to the welcome page, click OK. It's now recording, so I simply click on the sheet that says welcome. I'll click back up on A1, and this time I'm going to go down to the bottom and press the blue square to stop recording. That's it's done. Click back on stretch. I now right click on my button, select Assign Macro, and you can see there it is there, to welcome. Click OK. And now if I move my mouse back onto it and click it, it works. Back to stretch, back to home, back to stretch, and there we are at home. Now, because macros are only really interested in the journey that you are going on, what you can do with the macro is you can right click on it and copy it, and then go to your other sheet and paste it in like this. So now if I move to here, you can see that I've got a macro to go here and to there. Now, for some reason, it doesn't seem to want to work with pie charts. but you may have to go and record your macro yourself. So there we go. There is how to create navigation macros, to record them, to add them to buttons, so that now you can quickly move back and forwards by clicking on buttons rather than going down here. And that's that.